I don't think they're used to doing that many flips. We're underway.
Well
Paxton and Sacred Heart. This could be the most colorful game we've had yet. If you have color TV, please adjust your sets accordingly. Paxton in gold or yellow, trimmed with the blue numerals in white. And Sacred Heart, green and white. Down low, layup no, tap tried, yes!
Nice.
Riley Treidel with the tip in, and we're underway. Paxton and Sacred Heart, two of the top teams in Class D1. This is a state championship game that's gone according to the script. Everything else we've seen today, it's always been that added bonus of someone that you didn't expect to see here. Nice cut inside. Layup is good by Josh Rock.
Nice pass by Adam.
D1 state championship. And a foul. Paxton comes into this game at 22-2. They were the number 3 seed coming in. They had to beat Chambers and Bancroft Rosalie to do it. And they did it by combining wide open. Beautiful recognition by Spurgeon. And Tim Crabb looped around and picked it up for the DZ Deuce.
Can't allow that to happen out the inbounds pass.
Santo outside Lemeron. They move it around the perimeter, baseline off the glass, in and out. And a foul is coming up on Matt Hilliard. Oh, excuse me. We'll get it right here. It's foul on Sacred Heart. We'll get caught up here in a moment. 4-2. Paxton on top. A look. Shot. Score. Tim Crabb. Consecutive possessions. Ball poked out of there. Saved by Sacred Heart. Santo into the forward zone. Around they go. Lemeron. Nate O'Grady. Knocked out, last touch by Paxton. I want to welcome those of you joining us all across the state on Nebraska ETV. I'm John Bishop, alongside is Scott Kilbury, sports director for KOLN, KGIN TV, 1011 in Grand Island. Layup in the lane is good. The basket count. And O'Grady goes to the line for one more.
And a possibility for another one.
O'Grady to make it a one-point game. Off the mark. Back the other way, Paxton. Crabb to do a pirouette just to catch that pass. And now Tanner Anderson will bring it back. Anderson, whose layup with 6 seconds left, beat Bancroft Rosalie in the state semifinals. And there's Anderson hitting from the outside. 8-4 in favor of Paxton. Into the front court, Santo. Far side, Lemeron. He went to the baseline, tries to kick it back out for Rod. Paxton was there to cover it.
Pretty good offensive showed by both teams.
Up top it goes to Santo. He'll work against the double team. They'll move it around. Between the perimeter. Outside, 3 is open. No good. Ball tipped out of there and saved. Nice. Keep it alive for the rebound Paxton. Anderson wants to take it coast to coast. Nice feet underneath. The hesitation, the shot, the rebound, the putback. No.
A lot of terrific teams in South Alabama and Clemson. Montanati. Weber went for the tip. Njai contested. Njai saves it in the corner.
You're going to
chance here if we want to take advantage.
Coleman. The ball was kicked. So we're going to give it back to Auburn and reset the shot clock. And a timeout with 6:31 remaining. Auburn leads 65-57.
Mrs. Faree is teaching geometry at Maxwell Middle School.
When I get to school, I have kids actually waiting at my door.
They're making designs using Microsoft PowerPoint that they turn into mosaics on the school's picnic tables.
Everything that they learn is something they can use in real life, and then you can make it grow. And
Technology is helping these kids develop the skills they will need in life.
I hope that the kids don't
Foul against the Tigers. And here's Dan Simon to the free throw line.
Well, we talked about it before, how crucial free throw shooting can be. Early, late, middle of the game, no matter when, it always adds up.
We really haven't had a game that's come down to free throw shooting yet. All three of them have been decided by double digits here on Championship Saturday. West Point Central Catholic, Loomis, and Grand Island, you're so far your state champions crowned today. Baseline drive, right-hander missed by Treidel. Rebound Sacred Heart. Back the other way come the Irish, down 8-6. Into the corner, a drive, a shot, miss. Spurgeon brings it back the other way for Paxton. After the rebound, a look down low, Crab, no. The crash, and literally crash. Foul is going to be on Spurgeon.
Not too many offensive rebounds by either team, but especially Fall City Sacred Heart. Not really banging the boards. It's one shot and out.
In some ways, this feeling out process is taking some time. Drive inside, kick back out. O'Grady into the corner. Shot off the glass and good. Adam Santo.
Nice touch.
And we are tied at 8. Quickly into the front court. Vasquez. Treidel. Hansmeyer. Tim Crabb, 0-0. Candle Anderson will take it. Sacred Heart coming out. Trying to crack down inside. Now they bring it back out. Off back rim, no good. Rebound Sacred Heart. Chance for the Irish to take their first lead. Bounce pass. Nice cutoff by Paxton. They were back quickly on defense. And Sacred Heart will have to retreat. 2:25 left, first period. Here's a three on the way. Off the mark by Simon. Long rebound to the Irish. Penetration kick out. Three. Yes.
Oh, nice roll.
Lemeron with the triple. 11-8. First lead for the Fall City Sacred Heart Irish. Their girls team won a state title last week. Anderson will take the three. And no good. Rebound Simon. The green and white back the other way. Simon has it out on the perimeter. Looking low, fade away. Almost a push away, you might say.
Yeah.
Down the other way, Anderson in the lane. Scoop layup is good.
Nice movement. A jump stop, didn't even have to put the ball down.
Irish have it. Banger. Banging around and double dribble. Kanabe back in the game for the Irish. And Josh Rod returned. And for Paxton, Josh Worley. It's the 11-10 in favor of the Irish. And if you have color TV, I think you pretty much know who the Irish are, judging by the uniforms. If you have not seen these teams before, three is up and in. Shane Hansmeyer. first tray for Paxton, and they're back up by 2 with a minute to play in the first quarter.
Got to challenge that defense to step out there.
Kanabe drives, kicks it back out. Penetration, Leaner is no good. Gets his own miss, off the glass and in. Adam Santo.
Santo likes that glass.
Tied up again at 13, 40 seconds left. Paxton around the perimeter, down low, baseline, tough, had players crowding in there, but the rebound and the putback by Kim Crabb. Crabb has 6 points. Irish again trail by 2. A drive at the baseline, and they bring it back out of bounds, and it belongs to Paxton. Irish players trying to coax a call out of the officials, won't get it.
That rarely happens.
Usually when you try to coax them into a call, it's eventually, sometimes it comes back and pays you back later on, but that's not necessarily always the case. Final 14 seconds of the first period. Paxton leading by 2, down to 5, down to 4. Time is running out. A drive by Anderson, and he double dribbled with 2 seconds left. Anderson was going to try to drive and create something, but
in for Paxton, number 30,
Andy Elder checks in. 2 seconds left. We'll see what the Irish do here. Get in a quick pass. They do to Rod. He'll put it up at the buzzer. No. And we have played 8 minutes with your score. Paxton 15 and Fall City Sacred Heart. West Point Central Catholic wins their 2nd straight C2.
Well, I'll tell you what, if folks are just tuning in and they saw that or heard that score for the first time, they would be really surprised. But if you saw that game, Grand Island seemed to be in control from start, with the exception of the first 2 minutes, start to finish.
Really, they were. First 2 minutes were all Bellevue West, and the rest of the way, Grand Island just literally dominated. In the lane, shot is good. But are they going to count it? Yes!
They do.
Hesitant call there just a moment.
Has 3 field goals, all of them have been off the glass. So it's no fluke that he's using the window.
But he missed the 3-point play opportunity. Tied at 15. Early stages, second quarter. Outlet pass wide open. Josh Worley.
Well, the Irish were caught napping right there.
Paxton pushing up the floor. Santo penetrates, has to bring it back out. Kanabe back to Santo. 17-15, Paxton with the lead. Into the corner. Kanabe outside. Back in. They'll muscle it up. Good. O'Grady.
Working that triangle half-court offense to perfection.
He's got 4. Tied at 17 again. Seesaw game, back and forth, and nice runner in the lane. Shane Hansmeyer floating up in the air, makes it down, back the other way. Fall City Sacred Heart off the window and in. Brian Lumberland, and all of a sudden the pace has quickened considerably.
Certainly has.
Tied at 19. Now we'll see a half-court offense.
Well, it's almost as if each team is matching what the other is doing. You're going to speed up the pace? We'll speed up the pace.
Long 3 by Anderson, no good. Kanabe with the rebound, and Santo up ahead. 90 seconds into the second quarter, tied at 19. Lemron nearly has it stolen to Santo. Around it goes. O'Grady's 3 is good!
O'Grady hit that shot despite the defender with a little bump. It could have possibly been a 4-point play.
22-19, and we've seen a lot of those today. It's people getting fouled on 3-point attempts. Give in, give out. Back outside, down low. Crabb, nice ball movement. Ball never touched the floor.
Textbook play right there.
Worley with 2. 22-21, Fall City Sacred Heart by 1. O'Grady again for 3, no. Rebound Vasquez. Crabb will pull the trigger on the long jumper, no. And crashing the boards, Kanabe for the Irish. Sacred Heart leading by a point. 5:25 left first half. A drive inside, now bring it back out. Creating, open, three, no. Rebound tipped out and back to Sacred Heart. Lemerond. O'Grady. Now Santo leaning in off the glass, no. Tip try, no good. Tip try, no good. Paxton back the other way, errant pass. Stolen by Lemerond. He wants to take it in himself. He'll lay it up and in.
No problem going in there for the slashing move.
And Paxton wants a timeout. Jody Rhodes says, I have seen enough here for the moment. Paxton has fallen behind 3 with 4:49 left here in the first half of play, the D1 state championship game. We talked about how Paxton got here earlier. Sacred Heart had a much easier, and then eliminated Shelby 71-54. So while Paxton has been challenged here in this state tournament with close games, Sacred Heart has not. And we'll see, sometimes that can make a difference when you head into the championship game if your road was more difficult getting there. I think you could arguably say that maybe that helped Grand Island a little bit today as they look down low, off the glass and in.
Good way to stick with it underneath, not giving up the interior pass.
Crabb has 8 points, back down to a 1-point game. Kanabe traveled. Thought about the 3, then stepped forward. That in the rule book is what is considered a no-no. Lob for Anderson, fadeaway baseline, no. Rebound tipped out and controlled by O'Grady of Sacred Heart. Here are the Irish. Santo between 2 defenders, bounce pass low, nice speed, beautiful play, and no! They don't get it, but the putback is up and in by Lemerond.
Well, Sacred Heart doing a good job of getting those offensive rebounds, providing for this second chance shots.
We break under the 4-minute mark to play in the first half. 26-23 Irish. Tigers looking and a double dribble. Robbie Tritle. And here's Santo into the front court. Paxton picks him up with a pair of defenders. Wide open, O'Grady.
Obviously a breakdown in defensive strategy there for Paxton. O'Grady, no problem.
28-23, biggest lead of the game. And it belongs to Fall City Sacred Heart. Anderson in the corner. Wants to drive and have to bring it back out. Irish man-to-man with the defense. Paxton trying to move the floor. Crabb. Outside Tritle, down low, layup good. Vasquez.
Justin Vasquez.
Both teams doing a good job working it inside.
Irish move it around again. Dan Simon back in there, had it for a touch. A look down low. Kanabe cannot handle it. The pass intended for Simon. Or Kanabe, beg your pardon, and Lemerond was the trigger man. 2 minutes, 44 seconds left, first half. 28-25, Fall City Sacred Heart. And we'll pause and be back.
On improvement and maintenance.
John Bishop, Scott Kilberry, Luke Stuckmeyer. Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. This is the D1 State Final. Final 2:38 of the first half. Fall City Sacred Heart and Paxton with the Irish from Fall City leading by 3. Crabb. Good. He's into double figures with 10 points. Irish back quickly the other way. Banger to Santo. O'Grady tried a bounce pass, and Crabb stood in front of it. He outlets ahead to Anderson. Anderson takes it in off the glass. It's no, it's good, but it's out.
Well, Santo doing a great job to draw the offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Cameron Anderson. His first
Either as
foul.
you have two choices when that happens on the break. Either go for the ball and make sure nobody gets a shot off, or take one for the team and try to draw the offensive.
5th foul on Paxton, first on Anderson. 28-27. Outside for Santo. Josh Rod back in there. He's at the corner between the defenders and it's hot. Hansmeyer. Still an inbound situation. Back into the game for head coach Jody Rhodes. Paxton won a D1 title back in '95 and 2 runner-up performances back in Class K in 1922 and in Class D in 1945.
That's a small class.
Okay. Believe it or not, it doesn't end there. Now you're going to make me open a program here because I can't remember how many letters it goes back. In 1926, down low, a near save, out of bounds. It belongs to the Irish. 1926, it went all the way to Class V. V. Now that, you know, people accuse the NSAA of having too many classes now with 6 and saying, well, we need to narrow it down. We need to stop giving all these classes. How about Class V?
You just name the classes after your school. First initial of your school.
It could be. You can have an alphabetical class. Shot. Oh, for 3. Robbie Tidal. Into the corner. Banger. Outside again. Santo. 30-28. Paxton, and O'Grady ties it up. Nate O'Grady is quietly having a pretty good day here so far. 11 points. Final 30 seconds of the first half. We are knotted up at 30-30.
Paxton playing for the last shot.
And Sacred Heart will not press outside. They'll make...
does after a little rain. It recharges. Hey, who said life has to be fair?
It's halftime of the Class D1 State Championship, and boy, do we have a great game unfolding before us. Paxton, Fall City Sacred Heart, John Bishop are knotted up at 30s.
And we want to welcome those of you watching on KOLN, KGIN TV, Lincoln, Grand Island. You've joined us just in time. It's as if you never left us because, after all, we're tied. The first half got us nowhere, except 30 points for each team. So we'll see what the second half unfolds for us here. As Paxton will have the basketball, they are dressed in the yellow with the blue numerals trimmed in white, and Fall City Sacred Heart in the green. First jumper out of the hands of Anderson, off no good, and here we go. Fall City Sacred Heart. Josh Rod. Here's O'Grady for 3. He is fouled. That is the 6th.
Granted, not all of those people are just tuning in. Boy, I missed a lot in the first half.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't see that very often. You just don't.
No.
So O'Grady will try to make Paxton pay. First one is good. He now has 12 game-high points. He now has 13.
Just the perfect name, O'Grady, playing for the Irish.
Yeah, I'm looking here. You have O'Grady. Simon, I believe, is that Irish? I think it could be. Could be, possibly. Third one is good.
Makes them pay.
And it's 33-30. Falls City Sacred Heart breaks a tie with 3 free throws. Crab into the front court. This is Jeremy Anderson. Near side, Jacob Spurgeon. Up top, Robbie Treidel. Now they work the corner again. Down low, Crab. Yeah.
That was a tough shot. Over a defender. Hand in his face.
Crab, who averages 9 points a game, already has 12. And they'll move it around. Sacred Heart with the 1-point lead. 6:45 left, third quarter. This is Adam Santo. Brian Lemeron for 3. And Lemeron has 12 points. It's 36-32. Sacred Heart by 4. Biggest lead, I believe, in this game is 5 by Sacred Heart.
After every run, there seems to be an answer at both ends of the court for each team.
3 on the way, in and out, backhand.
I don't know how that ball rolled in there because Anderson's shot has no rotation.
And a charge is called on Falls City Sacred Heart. Laying on the floor is Josh Rod. He picks up his second.
He was going in there out of control.
36-35, Falls City Sacred Heart. 6 minutes to go, third quarter.
Irish with that man-to-man pressure.
Crab works with Hansmeyer. Now to Treidel, across the floor to Anderson. Baseline, one-hander, yes.
That was a tough shot.
Anderson has 9 points. A look down low, Lemeron. Awkward shot in the lane, rebound, Kanabe, basket good. Todd Kanabe with his first 2, and Sacred Heart back up by 1, 38-37.
Get those second chances if they're going to pay off like Kanabe made.
Hansmeyer, Crab, yes. There isn't much rotation on that basketball. He throws a Charlie Huff knuckleball up there. Shot in the lane, it's good, and it's down, it counts. And O'Grady flattens Justin Vasquez almost into the front row.
And he used that window perfectly, just lofting it high above the square, above the rim. Balls. Chance for a 3-point play.
Foul is on Robbie Treidel, his second. O'Grady misses his opportunity. 40-39, Sacred Heart by 1. Down the floor, bounce pass in the lane, intercepted, tie up, possession arrow, Irish.
Well, that entry pass never had a chance getting there. It was forced inside. Good defense by the Irish.
And Sacred Heart will bring it back with Adam Santo into the front court. Dan Simon. They look for Kanabe. He finds a cutter baseline, off balance, shot no good, and an offensive foul against Sacred Heart.
That foul on Nate O'Grady, his first personal foul.
And Nate O'Grady picks up his first personal foul. It comes with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third. And Falls City Sacred Heart leading by 1. Neither team has been ahead by more than 5. In a nip and tuck game all the way. Shane Hansmeyer will trot it across the timeline. Skip a pass across the floor for Worley. Up top 3 for Hansmeyer. Off the back iron. Long rebound taken away by Crab. Paxton keeps it alive. Anderson. Paxton moving around the perimeter. Sacred Heart zone defense right now. Not allowing anything inside. Anderson's 3 is no good. Rebound to the Irish. Here comes Lemeron. Halfway through the quarter, Lemeron nearly goes out of bounds, has to come back with a pass. Sacred Heart moving around quickly, and a collision and a foul. Hansmeyer came flying in there and smeared Adam Santo in front of the Sacred Heart bench.
Getting a little physical this second half.
13 foul against the Tigers.
Really wasn't much contact in the first half.
For Paxton, number 33.
Rather quiet. Low foul totals.
But Hansmeyer does pick up his third personal. (40-39), Falls City Sacred Heart been stuck on this score for a little bit. Lemeron across the floor, O'Grady. Open three, good! Dan Simon with his first field goal to go with 2 free throws, and it's up to a 4-point lead for Falls City Sacred Heart.
See if Paxton has an answer here.
Sacred Heart, that 2-3 zone right now is really cutting off any penetration underneath. Paxton's having to move the ball around looking for a crease. Now he'll try to make one. Crabb. Bob, weave, shot, score. Tim Crabb.
Once again with a man in his face. And that was good defense.
16 points, 3-pointer on the way, air balls, and a foul. Kanabi. 3.
At Southeast Community College, you get the education you need for a great career. Here's what SCC did for Tammy Burton.
I'm a single parent, and my long-term goal is to be a successful dietitian. I believe SCC is the place for adults returning to school. SCC support made college possible for me. Before graduate,
Contact Southeast Community College.
Well, they just don't get a second chance. Hey, who'd have believed it?
Along with Scott Kilberry and Luke Stuckmeyer, I'm John Bishop. We're at the Devaney Center for Championship Saturday number 89 since 1911. This is the D1 title game. Paxton down 2 with the basketball and 2:45 left here in the third. Crabb against the double team. Back outside. Vasquez. Pridle wants to penetrate. Hanging jumper. It's good, and he's fouled and counted. Tough eating in with the body, and here's Robbie Pridle. Averaging 7 points a game, a 6'3" senior, and it's good. 6 points for Pridle, and Paxton is back up by 1. Sacred Heart into the corner. Simon has to bring it out for O'Grady. Paxton still chasing around man-to-man. O'Grady pushes off, no call. He really leaned a right shoulder in there. Down low, O'Grady, too strong. And a tough rebound yanked out of there by Jacob Spurgeon.
Still no call. The crowd and everybody else wanted a call there. Out of control was the Sacred Heart guard and thought there was a charge.
Spurgeon inside the free throw line, back out for Pridle. Now they move it around. Vasquez off the glass, tip. Paxton has it back in the lane. Spinner, no. Spurgeon has it. Leaner up, no. He'll go to the line.
All right, you want to box out.
Second foul on Dan Simon. Spurgeon, his first point today, his first made free throw, missed 2 earlier in the game, back in the first half. This would give Paxton a 3-point lead. In and out. It's 45-43, 90 seconds left here in the third. Simon, head fakes, moves inside, charge!
Charging calls, they get it this time down.
Number 34, Todd Kanabi.
Todd Kanabi is back in for Sacred Heart. And Paxton will have the basketball, and we're going to see the Irish press with their guards. Paxton trots it into the forward zone. Ball knocked away, saved by Vasquez. Spurgeon, bounce pass, Pridle, strip. Nice defense. Santo back the other way for the Irish. He's going to drive and is bumped.
His second personal foul. 14th foul against
Foul on
Paxton.
Tanner Anderson. It's number 2 for Tanner and the 4th on Paxton. Here's Rod. Josh Rod ties the game at 45. We're under a minute to go. Third quarter. D1 title game. Paxton will look around. Anderson wants to penetrate. Does. Leaner is good. Way to bust the zone. 11 points for Anderson.
He's really come alive in the second half here.
He just had 4 in the first half. Now the Irish will play for a last shot here. A 2 would tie it. A 3 would give them the lead. Santo, Lemeron. Santo will penetrate. Deal. Knocked out of bounds off of Paxton.
Josh Rod was caught standing there waiting for the ball to come to him.
Lemeron will trigger it in. And they get it in. Sacred Heart running out of clock here. 3 on the way. And a foul. And 3 free throws again.
These 3 opportunities.
Free throw line. Brian Lemeron. And Lemeron is quietly having a pretty good day, too. He's got now 13 points. Really, no one has stood out as a superstar in this game. Just had some solid play from a number of folks.
In for Paxton, number 23, Josh Worley.
Worley in, Trital out. As you can see, Lemeron taking the hit off the 3. Wipes his nose and is at the free throw line. This would be the 3rd of 3. If he can make it. And he can. Sacred Heart will bring in Jim Banger. 2.3 seconds left. See what Paxton can get off here in that time. Anderson gonna have to heave it up from half court. Well off. We played through 3 in the Class D1 championship, and no one is taking command yet. It's Paxton.
Community College.
Period. They trail by 1. Anderson, Spurgeon, Treidel, Hansmeyer, Crab. Everyone's touched it now for Paxton here to start the 4th quarter.
The ball hasn't touched the ground.
Paxton looking around, trying to knife through the zone. Anderson in the lane, yeah.
Ball touched the ground just once, and the guy scores.
Anderson with 13 points. Paxton by 1. Three on the way. Good! Nate O'Grady.
Boy, he touched every corner of the rim, rattling it home.
Now we're back onto an even number sequence. 2-point lead for a Sacred Heart. And a steal. Taken away. Here's Kanabe. Drives in. Layup. Score. He's got 4, and the lead is 4 for the Irish. And they're standing across the way. Well, if the game continues as it has, at 9 left, Paxton will inbound. Tim Crabb will get it in and does to Tanner Anderson. Cut off at the baseline. Loose ball on the floor. Taken out. Hansmeyer dribbles around, now has it to Anderson. Anderson, turnaround, tough shot, no. Crashing the boards, rebound, Sacred Heart. Rod comes out of there with it, and the Irish can extend the lead. Into the corner, back outside. They look for O'Grady. O'Grady leans in, no good, he'll go to the free throw line.
they're going to shoot from outside.
Third foul on Jacob Spurgeon, and here is Nate O'Grady. He's got 20 points now. Six-point lead for the Irish. Down the floor quickly. Paxton trying to get in there, and they're also on the dribble. And Kanabe comes away with it for the Irish. And this could be the run that we've been looking for. Down low. Oh, tough shot. Almost sloppy there. Josh Rod.
You're right. It appeared to be out of control, but Rod looking like the hot rod.
Now the Irish have the game's first big run. 57-49, 8-point lead, biggest of the game. Spurgeon cut off. Sacred Heart now switching up defensively, man-to-man. Down low, Anderson. And it's going to be on Josh Rod.
For the Tigers, willing to create, willing to try to go in the lane, make a shot happen. Other guys are passing around, but nobody's really slashing or moving away from the ball.
Anderson connects on the front end of the 1-and-1. He has 14 points, 10 in the second half. And now with 5:27 left, Paxton can make it a 6-point deficit. In and out, O'Grady rebound. Irish in control here. Paxton needs a defensive stop. Far side, Lemeron nearly went out of bounds with that wild pass. Rod for three. It's good.
Rod is heating up.
60-50. And Paxton wants timeout. The biggest run of the game belongs to the Irish, and right now they're up 10 with 5:3 left in the D1 state title game.
Changes in not all. Meet Ron Dieselmeyer, board chairman of NC Plus Hybrids.
NC Plus has been farmer-owned for 40 years. That makes us different. Sure, we...
And this is what Fall City Sacred Heart means by grabbing the tiger by the tail.
And tickling the twine.
10-point lead, biggest of the game. The Irish have it. We're under 5 minutes to go. They look down low for Vasquez. Vasquez with his back to the basket has to bring it back out to Hansmeyer. Sacred Heart switching up on defense. They were in zone early, now back to man-to-man. They move it around for Anderson. Tried to create. And got hacked.
Well, Anderson has the right idea. If you move enough, flash enough, the Tigers doing anything right now.
Anderson at the line. It was his layup yesterday, with 6 seconds left, that eliminated Bancroft Rosalie. Makes them both. He has 16 points. It's an 8-point Fall City Sacred Heart Irish lead. 4:35 left. Down the floor. Intercepted. Spurgeon saved it, but right into the hands of O'Grady. Great athletic play. He went flying into the Sacred Heart bench. But there was not a teammate in the line of his pass. Lemeron and Santo play catch with it. Irish, Doug Goltz's team running some clock here. Paxton trying to pursue out. Under 4 minutes to go.
Well, the Irish are sitting on an 8-point lead. They got to force Paxton to come out and guard them.
O'Grady. Back out for Santo. 3:40 left. This possession taking some time off of that clock with an 8-point lead. Sacred Heart Irish can do it. Down low, it's O'Grady. Nice feed underneath. Cannot be had with the foul. It counts. send Todd Kanabe to the line for one more.
Well, you couldn't have scripted any better on that possession for Sacred Heart. Using the clock, winding it down, and work it down low to the open man, and then pick up a foul while you're at it.
Tim Crabb with the foul, and here's Todd Kanabe. 7 points for the 6'2 senior, and with 3:32 left, Doug Goltz wants to take a timeout with his team.
Isn't it time you visit your New Holland Combine dealer?
See your local New Holland dealer for more information.
Well, Falls City Sacred Heart has outscored Paxton in this final bracket 15-5, and this is why. Just working the ball around, plenty of patience.
Under 3.5 to go, and Paxton is in trouble. Stolen away, lost on the floor. Sacred Heart comes away with it. Anderson couldn't handle the pass. And the Irish could be moving in on a state title. Into the corner for Rod. They look for O'Grady leaning in. He'll go to the line for 2.
Bang the boards, otherwise draw a foul.
Vasquez with not too bad free throw shooting. 10 of 15 against Medicine Valley and 12 of 16 against Shelby. In this game, they are 12 of 15 unofficially on my scorecard. So they've done their homework. They've done their extra practice in the gym. Down the lane, all the way, shot blocked up against the glass. And a tie-up is called. Possession arrow to Falls City Sacred Heart. And Paxton may have run out of juice here.
Nate O'Grady doing everything. Looked like him underneath there with the block against the glass.
Here come the Irish. Kanabe stops at the baseline. Long pass, foul. Paxton, and that is his number 4. Santo with 6 points. No good. Nearly tipped back in by Kanabe. Save! Beautiful save by Rod. Shot off the glass, no good. Here's Paxton. They have to desperately need a bucket here. Down by 13 with 2.5 minutes to go. Really don't have much time to set something up. They've got to find an open shot. And a blocker. Anderson goes to the free throw line. Clock is stopped. Need to score. $17 points for Anderson. He averages 26.5.
That's a heck of an average.
$65-54. They need a lot more of those, though, to get back into this one. 2:15 left. Down the floor, O'Grady. They had numbers for a minute. They'll pull it back. 2 teammates collide with the ball. And a foul. That was a
second personal foul, team foul.
Grab with the foul, but we had 2 teams. That should have been a steal.
Yeah, confusion there in the Irish offense, but that's the way the day's been going for Sacred Heart. In their favor.
Santo misses the first. It's double bonus the rest of the way for both teams with 2:07 left, and the Irish with an 11-point lead. Still an 11-point lead. And Paxton has, but they need to make the most of it with 2:07 left.
Well, we'll see if Paxton moves around on offense. See if we can get the Tigers moving.
Outside Anderson, super long 3.
That's just way out of range. Got to create something a little better than that.
Sacred Heart going to play little 4 corners here. And a foul. And to the free throw line. If he could make them, I'd have to say you give this one to the Irish.
Shooting 2 shots.
Well, everything in this quarter has swung in the favor of the Irish, and rightly so. They've come out with like the team that really wants it more in the second half.
Makes them both.
20-second timeout. Fall City,
And the Irish want to talk things over, leading by 13 with 1:38 left. And I'm sure that Doug Goltz right now is saying, guys, no silly fouls on threes. We don't need to give these guys any more points than we absolutely have to. We've got a 13-point lead. Play smart on offense. Make your foul shots. We'll go home a winner.
Well, we got 98 seconds on the clock. Just need to continue playing the way they have is your Sacred Heart. Your Paxton, what can you say? Looks like the 3-point bombs are the only way to get back to this thing.
Minute 35 left. The Irish won state titles in 88, 89, 90, and 91. Driving the lane, Anderson's scoop layup is good. Quick timeout taken by Paxton with 1:30 left. Didn't burn much time there. As we mentioned, Falls City with titles in 88, 89, 90, and 91, but they hadn't been back to state since that 91 title. So they had that really good spurt, couple of good classes in a row, and then not much as far as getting back to the state tournament is concerned. For Paxton, they won it back in 95. And then it took a couple years off, and they are back for their first state tournament in 2 years. You take a look at up and down the lineups of both of these teams, and really, Paxton has an opportunity to come back here too, with Tanner Anderson and Shane Hansmeyer. Each underclassman, Tim Crabb. Irish will face some pressure, and they'll pass it across. They free it up. Minute 20 left. Irish need to foul. Again, 2 Irish players in the same place at the same time creates near disaster, and a foul is on Anderson, his third.
The foul's on Tanner Anderson, his third personal foul.
1:15 left. All the Irish need to do now is make their free throws. Santo has missed all 3 of his today. He has 6 points. Missed them both. Rebound underneath, no. Still another chance, nearly got another break. 67-56. Paxton needs to score in a hurry. Tough baseline jumper, no. Foul on Paxton. Treidel, I believe, is fouled out of the game. He has. Robbie Treidel playing his last game in a Paxton uniform.
And for Paxton, number 32,
there was a chance. And with 1:03 left, free throws coming up for Dan Simon. The Irish girls won last week. The Irish boys appear to win this week.
Well, that can only be nothing but a motivating factor to know that you're going to state after your counterparts come back with a trophy of their own the previous week.
The Falls City Sacred Heart, they've beaten a path to the capital city. Simon with 7 points, 13-point lead. A minute to go in the Class D1 championship. Anderson, floater, no. Rebound, Kanabe. Now it's a matter of running down the clock. And Crabb commits the foul. More free throws upcoming. Next up, Class C1. The Fairbury Jeffs and the Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Class C1 championship. Josh Rod. Banger back in. And that should do it for Brian Lemerond as he takes a seat. Second free throw. All good. 15-point game now. And a timeout taken by Paxton with 45 seconds left. Chance for both teams to clear the benches, get reserves out on the floor, and give them a chance to play in the state championship. We talked about Paxton. They'll have Anderson and Crabb, Hansmeyer, Vasquez, all back next year. They even have a sophomore at 6 foot with a very familiar name to state high school basketball fans, Mike Hahn. Speaking of Mike Hahn, I saw him yesterday. He was back in town to watch his alma mater, Lincoln Northeast. Got beaten double overtime in the Class A semifinals, but Mike's doing quite well, along with Dan Masters and the Nebraska contingent that is headed out to Pacific, University of the Pacific. In fact, in our next game in Class D1, Tom Cockle, who plays for the Christian Crusaders from Lincoln, is also going out to Pacific on a basketball scholarship.
We'll just call that Nebraska West.
And they have signed a contract to play the University of Nebraska. So it'll be a homecoming for those Nebraska kids that went out there. But Mike Hahn doing quite well. Here's a shot. It's short. Had a stress fracture in his ankle. Suffered a little past mid-season. Had to wear a boot, but he's doing quite well now. Alton Mason, former Northeast Rocket. He's down in Arizona State. That's where the top player in Class A, Sean Redditch, is headed from Lincoln East. So Nebraska kids getting a chance. As you can see, a lot of the substitutes coming in. Troy Taft. We mentioned Jim Banger in there for Fall City Sacred Heart. Nick Sikora for the Irish. They lead it 71-56. Mostly starters on the floor for Paxton. 20 seconds left. Sikora had it for a minute. And a foul committed.
That foul is on Tim Crabb. His fourth personal foul.
Crabb had a good start to this game. Had 10 points in the first half. Finishes, well, at least he has 16 now. We'll assume he's probably going to finish with 16. But outside of Crabb making a few jumpers from just inside the free throw line, and Tanner Anderson penetrating underneath, Paxton kind of went through the same problems that Donovan did earlier today.
Just grew cold in the second half.
Simon hits the free throw, and more substitutes coming in. A.J. Ahern. Anthony Weaver in. Now for Paxton. Josh Perlinger. And there's Mike Hahn, 44. And Jeff Heinrich. Some pretty good talent in this state. A lot of them end up staying home, playing at smaller colleges across the state. Nebraska Wesleyan, Doane, Midland. Just to name a very few. UNK. 3 is short. Final 5 seconds, and Fall City Sacred Heart will pull a double up. A state championship for the girls and a state championship for the boys. Fall City Sacred Heart wins their first state championship since 1991. We'll be back for the medal presentations in a moment.
While new technologies and new ways of teaching have altered the look of today's public schools, the hearts and the souls of these schools remain the same.
Yes? You probably don't remember me. I was in your 7th grade class. Lisa Martin. Goodness, you haven't changed a bit. No, actually, I came here to thank you.
Public schools work.
Get professional results on your next painting project. Timer from the art. You're ready.
The championship presenter will be Marshall Adams of Seward. They will be assisted by U.S. Josh Rodman.